Welcome to Meditation Magic. At the very beginning, I would like to salute Brahmarshri Pitamaha Patriji, Swarnamala, and all the weaver gods. With my humble salutations to you, I welcome to today's session of Louis Hay's book, You Can Heal Your Life. So, yesterday we discussed on forgiveness. So, today we will continue with that. Before we start, let us try to silence ourselves for few minutes so that we can connect to the author's consciousness and her compassionate state, wherein we can understand her better. Clasp your hands, cross your legs, sitting in comfortably erect position. Focus your breath. Focus on your breath. Deep inhale and try to exhale twice as much as you inhale. Bring your awareness to the breath, into the present moment. We salute all the seen and the unseen masters, and we seek their blessings to move on in the path of wisdom. We connect and salute to Louis Hay, who with all her compassion presented to us, to everyone, to the universe, with her book on how to change our thought process and recreate our lives the way we want it. We humbly connect to the author's consciousness. Relax in this moment and give yourself to this moment completely. Dedicate whole of your attention to this book reading so that we can benefit the most. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back to this moment. Come back to the reality. So we will continue with yesterday's chapter 2 on seeing what the problem is in life and how to resolve all our issues. So we are like, yesterday we saw how to forgive everyone in our life. Here I would like to add my own personal experience, like why we are not able to forgive easily. It is because unknowingly we are trapped in our own ignorance that I am the body. And because I see myself as this body, this Bharati, I see the world through her eyes. Means whatever environment she was brought up in, and whatever kind of parent she got, and whatever karmic account or whatever baggage, whatever her current thought process is, depending upon that, she sees the world, right? So she sees others as causing her problem. And now she is in a state of not forgiving others, means she is in a state of blaming others. I hope my voice is audible Karuna? Okay. Yeah. So
Yeah.
that is why it becomes difficult to forgive others as we hold on to ourselves first. So this one, till we hear to such knowledge sessions or some masters or by something like self learning, we come into an understanding that I am not the body and I am not the mind. We are the consciousness using this body, and this body is a vehicle to travel on this earth, to experience this earth, to fulfill all my desires and all my ambitions in this life. I'm using this body as just a vehicle. This body is a vehicle for me, a very precious vehicle for me to experience this earth. Similarly, others are also, they are also in the bodies experiencing the earth, experiencing their life using the bodies. But we became too much identified to this body, and we start seeing ourselves as this body and seeing other persons as that body. And so this forgiveness uh, learning experience becomes very tough on ourselves. So we try to connect it to the consciousness always. So this may, I don't want to go into the deeper aspects, but I would like to just specify that don't give too much of importance to the own identity. Understand that everybody is right according to their own situations, according to their own environmental state. If their situation is my situation, I would behave the same as they behave. So sometimes we should also understand that we can go one step beyond and say that there is nothing called as forgiveness, because they didn't do anything wrong. They just behaved that way because they thought that is the best way to behave. And one more example I can tell you to that would help you to easily forgive is, if you reflect on your own self, if you contemplate on your own self, if you introspect on your life's journey, I can say I made so many mistakes. I made endless mistakes. So I could, so that is when I raised myself to such wisdom sessions, and I understood why I was continuously ending up in hating others, judging others. Then I understood the cause. Like, it is because I understood, because of my identity I did these many mistakes. And I didn't mean, when I was angry on my kids, when I judged my husband, I didn't mean to hurt anybody, but it was happening within me. I can easily escape saying that it was situational, but no, now I would like to introspect in a better way. And now I see that as it just happened in my ignorance. So I didn't mean to hurt anybody there. So when I make mistakes, I deserve forgiveness. When I've understood that I didn't do it deliberately, now I am expecting forgiveness from everybody. I say that I deserve forgiveness, in fact. When I deserve forgiveness, don't everybody deserve forgiveness? Because everybody is trapped in their own level of knowledge. So just understand that everybody is right from their own perspective. Nobody is a deliberate mistake. Nobody does deliberately any mistakes. It just happens. So we will move on. So we will today take up one more exercise, mirror exercise. I never believe it when clients try to convince me how terrible they are or how unlovable they are. My work is to bring them to the time when they knew how to really love themselves. Some people have problem loving and appreciating themselves, right? I see that, oh, I always judge, oh, I am always guilty, oh, I always end up messing up things, and my nose is not good, I'm too fat, I'm too thin. Such things we have against ourselves, right? So the first step in healing ourselves is self love, according to Louis Hay. So she is just training us to how to love ourselves. So mirror exercise. So she's asking her clients to pick up a small mirror, look into their own eyes, and say their names and I love and accept you exactly as you are. Means we are looking at our own self in the mirror and saying that I love and accept you exactly as you are. This is so difficult for many people. Seldom do I get a calm reaction, let alone enjoyment from this exercise. Some cry or close to tears, some get angry, some belittle their features or qualities, some insist they can't do it. I even had one man throw the mirror across the room and want to run away. It took him several months before he could begin to relate to himself in the mirror. For years, I looked into the mirror only to criticize what I saw there, recalling the endless hours I spent plucking my eyebrows, trying to make myself barely acceptable, amuses me now. I remember it used to frighten me to look into my own eyes. This simple exercise shows me so much. In less than an hour, I am able to get to some of the core issues that are beneath the outer problem. If we work only on the level of the problem, we can spend endless time working out each and every detail. And the minute we think we have it all fixed up, it will crop up somewhere else. The problem is rarely the real problem. Okay? She was so concerned with her looks and especially with her teeth. She went from dentist to dentist, feeling each one had only made her look worse. She went to have her nose fixed, and they did a poor job. Each professional was mirroring her belief that she was ugly. Her problem was not her looks, but that she was convinced something was wrong with her. There was another woman who had terrible breath. It was uncomfortable to be around her. She was studying to be a minister, and her outer demeanor was pious and spiritual. Beneath this was a raging current of anger and jealousy that exploded now and then when she thought someone might be threatening her position. Her inner thoughts were expressed through her breath, and she was offensive even when she pretended to be loving. No one threatened her but herself. Another example, he was only 15 when his mother brought him to me with Hodgkin's disease and 3 months to live. His mother was understandably hysterical and difficult to deal with, but the boy was bright and clever and wanted to live. He was willing to do anything I told him to, including changing the way he thought and spoke. His separated parents were always arguing, and he really did not have a settled home life. He wanted desperately to be an actor. The pursuit of fame and fortune far outweighed his ability to experience joy. He thought he could be acceptable and worthwhile only if he had fame. I taught him to love and accept himself, and he got well. He is now grown up and appears on Broadway with regularity. As he learned to experience the joy of being himself, the parts in place opened up for him. Another example where we are hating ourselves is overweight is another good example of how we can waste a lot of energy trying to correct a problem that is not the real problem. People often spend years and years fighting fat and are overweight. The excess weight is only an outer effect of a deep inner problem. To me, it is always fear and a need for protection. When we feel frightened or insecure or not good enough, many of us will put on extra weight for protection. It may not be true for everybody. It is means her percentage basis, like 80-20 ratio we see. The way she got, Louise Hay got her patients, it is like majority agree to that. For example, I told about my own experience of healing arthritis, right? So I could relate to her, and it was just like happening because of the problem she stated. Okay, we'll get back to the book. To spend our time berating ourselves for being too heavy, to feel guilty about every bite of food we eat, to do all the numbers we do on ourselves. When we gain weight, is just a waste of time. 20 years later, we can still be in the same situation because we have not even begun to deal with the real problem. All that we have done is to make ourselves more frightened and insecure, and then we need more weight for protection. So I refuse to focus on excess weight or on diets. For diets do not work. The only diet that works is a mental diet. Dieting from negative thoughts. I say to clients, let us just put that issue to one side for the time being while we work on a few other things first. So, what are we doing? We are dieting on feeding ourselves with good thought. By reading this book, we are feeding ourselves the positive and right way of living life and right way of thinking process. So, congratulations, each and everybody. They will often tell me they can't love themselves because they are so fat, or as one girl put it, too round at the edges. I explained that they are fat because they don't love themselves. When we begin to love and approve of ourselves, it's amazing how weight just disappears from our body. Sometimes clients even get angry with me as I explain how simple it is to change their lives. They may feel I do not understand their problems. One woman became very upset and said, I came here to get help with my dissertation, not to learn to love myself. See, it happens. Some people who are in problem, they don't want solutions. They just want to continue in their own lamentation, because sometimes after a certain point of time lamentation becomes pleasurable for some people. So we should see and reflect on ourselves whether I am doing the same thing. Like, I enjoy complaining and I enjoy my own being victim. So we should see whether I'm enjoying my victim mode, or do I truly want to come out of this. To me, it was so obvious that her main problem was a lot of self-hatred, and this permeated every part of her life, including the writing of her dissertation. She could not succeed at anything as long as she felt so worthless. She couldn't hear me and left in tears, coming back 1 year later with the same problem, plus a lot of other problems. Some people are not ready, and there is no judgment. We all begin to make our changes in the right time, space, and sequence for us. I did not even begin to make my changes until I was in my 40s. So the thing is, you should know why I am reading the book instead of giving you a summary is I feel every sentence she is using is very useful for all of us to grow. So that is why I'm not giving you a summary or just a slideshow. I want that we all should travel with the author, understand her, so that we can truly come out with the healing process. Okay, the real problem. So here is a client who has just looked into the harmless little mirror, or he or she is all upset. I smile with delight and say, good, now we are looking at the real problem. So when we look at the mirror, we see the real problem. Now we can begin to clear out what is really standing in your way. I talk more about loving the self, about how, for me, loving the self begins with never, ever criticizing ourselves for anything. I can add a little bit of my own personal experience on this. See, when I stop criticizing myself, that is when I learned to stop criticizing others. When I stop judging myself, only then I can stop judging others. When I stop having opinions on myself, only then I can be free from opinions, forming opinions on others. And that will give us total freedom to enjoy the bliss of life. I'm coming back to the book. I watch their faces as I ask them if they criticize themselves. Their reactions tell me so much. Well, of course I do. All the time, not as much I used to. Well, how am I going to change if I don't criticize myself? This is also a question for us. So, without criticizing, we can also change with love. Doesn't everyone? To the latter, I answer, we are not talking about everyone. We are talking about you. We say, right? All the people, oh, this is how society is. So when I truly want to correct myself, when I truly want freedom for myself, when I truly want bliss and joy for myself, I should look at myself first. I should correct myself, clean myself. I would like to give a very very touching analogy wherein you can see, like, you don't clean others' bathrooms, right? We clean only our bathrooms. So it says, if we are having guilt, resentment, judgment, self-hatred, everything, these are all like dirt in our bathroom. First we should clean ourselves. As they talk, I make a list. What they say often coincides with their should list. They feel they are too tall, too short, too fat, too thin, too dim, too old, too young, too ugly. The most beautiful or handsome will often say this. Or they are too late, too early, too lazy, and on and on. Notice how it is almost always too something. Finally, we get down to the bottom line and they say, I am not good enough. Okay, we have finally found the central issue. They criticize themselves because they have learned to believe they are not good enough. Clients are always amazed at how fast we have gotten to this point. Now we do not have to bother with any of the side effects like body problems, relation problems, money problems, or lack of creative expressions. We can put all our energy into dissolving the cause of the whole thing, not loving the self. Okay, here completes our chapter 2. We will take 1 minute to gap. She has given a wonderful prayer. So bring our awareness totally to the sentence by sentence, word by word. So I'll repeat this prayer so that you can bring some light awareness on that. In the infinity of life where I am, all is perfect, whole, and complete. I'm always divinely protected and guided. It is safe for me to look within myself. It is safe for me to look into the past. It is safe for me to enlarge my viewpoint of life. I am far more than my personality, past, present, or future. I now choose to rise above my personality problems to recognize the magnificence of my being. I'm totally willing to learn to love myself. All is well in my world. So you can repeat this sentence many times, whenever you want, wherever you want. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. So relax. We'll continue with chapter 3. The past has no power over me. Where does it come from? Okay, this is chapter 3. Where does it come from? All right, we have gone through a lot of stuff and we have sifted through what we thought the problem was. Now we have come up with what I believe is the real problem. We feel we are not good enough and there is a lack of self love. From the way I look at life, if there is any problem, then this has to be true. So let us look at where this belief came from. How did we go from being a tiny baby who knows the perfection of itself and of life to being a person who has problems and feels unworthy and unlovable to one degree or another? People who already love themselves can love themselves even more. Think of a rose from the time it is a tiny bud, as it opens to full flower, till the last petal falls. It is always beautiful, always perfect, always changing. So it is with us. We are always perfect, always beautiful, and ever changing. We are doing the best we can with the understanding, awareness, and knowledge we have. As we gain more understanding, awareness, and knowledge, then we will do things differently. So we will stop at this and try to meditate, try to focus on the points we saw till now. So clasp your hands, sitting in a comfortably erect position. Close your eyes. Get a beautiful smile on your lips and bring that love in your eyes. The way we see a little baby, newborn baby. When you see a newborn baby, there is so much of love and appreciation in your eyes. We see that divine loving vision. So bring that kind of vision in your eyes, beautiful smile on your lips, and the blissful state in the heart. We sit in this way for half an hour, listening to the beautiful music and then focusing our awareness on the breath. Inhale, exhale.
I've been getting paid $1,000 a month, if not more, just from this app on my phone. And
So, as we meditate, as we focus on our breath, let us do some mental house cleaning. Now is the time to examine our past, to take a look at some of the beliefs that have been running us. If you want to clean up thoroughly, you'll pick up and examine everything in some things you will look with love, and some things you discard, like old papers and newspapers, magazines. We discard like that. In our minds, we have certain beliefs that is not allowing us to progress. So, don't need this belief anymore. We believe that we are worthy of love, we are worthy of beauty. So, removing all our old belief system, we replace with beautiful, encouraging, self-realizing thoughts where we realize I am the I am the peace. I am the joy. I am looking and searching throughout my life. I am the joy. The fountain of joy is within me. When you focus on the breath, you will connect to the joy within. Inhale the joy and exhale the thoughts which are not allowing you to enjoy life. Inhale the love of the universe. Fill your heart with the love of the universe. And exhale that which is blocking you to feel this love. The outer world does not touch me. I am in charge of my own being. I am in charge of my own being. I am in charge of my own. I guard my inner world. Oh, it is there that I create. I guard my inner world. For it is there I create. I guard my inner world. For it is there that I create. I do whatever I need. I do whatever I need to do to keep my inner world peace. I do whatever I need to keep my inner world. I do whatever I need to keep my inner world peace. Life loves me. Life loves me. Life loves me. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. All is well in my world. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. It's only a thought, and thought can. It's only a thought, and a thought can be changed. The point of power is always in the present moment. The point of power is always in the present moment. The point of power is always in the present moment. all beings be peaceful. May all beings be happy. May all beings be healthy. I radiate peace. I radiate joy. Janaskino bhavantu. Sarve santu niram. Sarve bhadrani pashyantu. Ma kaschit dukha bhav. Sarve janaskino bhavantu. सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे जनाः सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामय सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् When you send love, receive love. When you become unconditional love, you receive unconditional. There's only one way of becoming joyful. Just recognize that I am joy. Recognize I am the joy. I am. There is no becoming bliss. You are the bliss. Experience the divine protection. Till this day, you are continuously nourished by Mother Nature. You are continuously protected by Mother Nature. My Mother Nature has never deserted anyone. It's only in ignorance that we see you are alone. You are never alone. You are divine. You are part of the nature. You are the part of universal consciousness. We are all one. Oneness, oneness, oneness. Send love and blessings to each and every being. Send peace to each and every being. Stay in awareness and observe the activity of the mind and the body. You are watching the mind. I am the awareness, watching the mind. The mind is a movie of thoughts happening in front of me. I'm just looking at my mind. I am the awareness. Last few minutes. Enjoy the bliss of silence. Experience the stillness in each and every cell of your being. Scan all the cells with awareness. Fill all the cells with bliss. Bliss is just a thought away. Bliss, bliss, bliss. Experience the overflow of bliss from each and every cell. When you become completely one with the present moment, then all you experience is just bliss. Send love to each and every being of the universe. Radiate love to each and every being of universe. Radiate love to the universe. Experience love traveling through. Last 1 minute. Enjoy the process of watching yourself. That is awareness. I am awareness. I'm watching the body. Five, four, three, two, one. Slowly rub your hands. Gently place them on your eyes. You can open your eyes. Thank you for this knowledge. Thank you for this opportunity. And thank you for sharing your energies with us. Thank you for sharing that love by participating. So, anybody wants to share any experience or anything, you're welcome to unmute yourself and talk.
Sorry, I missed the lesson. I missed the first part, but I joined. I think after you started the meditation, but it was good. Although I started in the middle, I was able to feel the energy.
Mm-hmm. That's good. Yeah, anybody else?
So I can get I can see the recording, right?
Yeah, sure. And for those of you who missed, today is the third episode. If you are curious to know about chapter 1 and chapter 2, please
Mhm.
watch the previous episodes.
Mm.
So, no questions, no sharing. We still have 3 minutes left. So, are you able to carry out this experience throughout the day? Whatever we learned, we should be able to put it, at least take one point and keep on working on that thought. Because if that idle mind is devil's workshop, they say, right? If you leave the mind to itself, it will create all kind of negative thoughts. So instead of that, deliberately we need to put these affirmations as mantras in our head. We should keep on saying that all is well, or I am peace, I radiate peace, or sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Just send something so that you will feel, when you send, you feel that joy. So you
Like
should
when in the middle of the day or whenever we remember that. uh,
always, whenever, because when you're even in the office work, your mind
mm,
is doing something else, right? You notice that you are
yeah.
just typing the mail, but your mind is somewhere else. That we
Mhm,
call as chit. There's some movie happening in the mind. So
mhm,
better keep a very good movie. You give some movie to the mind,
mhm. Yeah, that's
some
true.
good memories to the mind. Like not, I don't say that good memories. I say that at least come back to that awareness and create one thought in this moment. So
Yeah.
because it's very important to practice presence, right?
Mhm.
So you
Like
should
not.
watch yourself doing that work, mailing or something. You become totally like thought, feeling, and action should be aligned. We call this as trikarana shuddhi.
Mhm.
Kaya, vacha, manasa, they say, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that trikarana shuddhi, that you should be practicing. You should question yourself. I am aware in the moment now. We forget and we are mechanically doing, right, on autopilot
Mhm.
mode.
Mhm.
So don't run, don't allow yourself to function in an autopilot mode. Function in an awareness mode.
Mhm. By repetition, right?
Yeah, you should always keep self. You
Affirmation.
should see yourself. Is it true that you experience yourself as your body, or you experience yourself as some awareness? You're more than the body, right?
Yeah.
There's some feeling, right? Suddenly you feel sad. You can't show like body parts. Hey, this is my sadness, this is my happiness. We can't show, right? Our feelings are playing a major role. So we should pay attention. You are not the feelings. You're able to see the feelings, but they
Mhm.
are not solid.
Yeah.
So you are able to see the body separately. Body is solid, but whereas the feelings are very like software kind of things, right? Our thoughts are software kind of things. So both, you are a master. You are neither the thoughts nor the body. You are above it. So you
Mhm.
should always get yourself to that mode. I am the master mode or subject object mode.
Mhm.
You are watching, and this whole thing is just a subject for you to watch, and you
Mhm.
are the observer. It
Mhm.
goes a little bit deeper and deeper, but I'm
Yeah,
not.
it takes a lot of practice, right?
I'm not trying to go into deeper of things. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to give you a little bit idea how to get out of the mind, get out of the thoughts,
Mhm.
so that you can leave a deliberate thought there, right? You can leave a deliberate thought, right? When you say
Mhm.
I radiate peace, now you are being bringing a deliberate thought on your mind.
Yeah.
So you cannot leave your mind idle for even 1 minute also. You should be continuously monitoring. That's the kind of awareness we are talking. And for that awareness to be uh, in action all the time, we should practice this meditation. What is meditation? See, till now we can say that we are never meditated, right? We just
Mhm.
pretend to be meditating, right? Like eyes closed. We are pretending to be meditating, but we are doing
Mhm.
something. Agreed?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's the only way we practice. There is no other way. We pretend to be meditating again. That's the only way. But by pretending, fake it till you make it. One fine day we'll make it. And when, I don't know.
Like when we are meditating also, we reach a stage wherein we are not aware about the what's happening around, right? So
Yeah.
so that's the state that we have to try to reach. I mean, like in
It's always keep
every
on consciously asking a question that, are you aware? Hey Bharti, are you aware?
Mm,
When as soon as I question, I become aware, right?
yeah.
When you're not questioning, it goes in autopilot mode. That's the nature of awareness. If you question, it's there already. It doesn't go anywhere, but
Mm.
you become blind to it. But once you question, it's there.
Sometimes, Bharti, when we are in meditation, I don't know, is it because of the timings that, sometimes you feel sleepy,
That's
and then once,
relax. That's called as
when
yoga.
you ask, okay, are you aware? That's when you wake up again.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you,
I think we are crossing the time. Let me close the session so that we can continue our talk. Yeah. So thank you, viewer gods, for giving this opportunity. Yeah. For any suggestions, please chat with us. Thank you so much.